right, let me make sure the recording started. So make sure that you have your chat box up. I'm going to be asking you guys questions throughout the training that I want you to interact with me and answer. So while you're popping on, say who you are and where you're from, just so everyone can get to know you. I know we have people tuning in from all over the country, and I'm super excited about that. And I cannot wait to share this masterclass with you guys. I've been super excited all morning. And to my surprise, some of the emails didn't get sent out. So I hope and pray that everyone got the alerts. And last night was a good reminder, and you guys can all jump on. So Rohana from Duluth is tuning in. Red Deer, Alberta, awesome. I bet it's still pretty chilly there, right? In Dallas, spring comes a lot earlier than it does up north. So who else is tuning in? Where are you guys from? Would love to know. Freezing morning in Colorado, Burr. Oh no, and the flu with Rudolph nose. I'm so sorry to hear that. Spring is upon us. It's just everybody has a different version of spring, right? For us, spring is, you know, practically summer for some other states. So Helena, Montana, definitely. My grandpa grew up, or I grew up going to visit my grandpa in Montana, so I definitely am aware. Boston, but it's still chilly. So I'm so excited you guys are on today, and I'm going to be sharing a ton of information. And so I know we have people who are audio learners, visual learners, and all of that. So I wanted to leave it on the view of all of you guys as we were tuning in, because I think it's so cool to see so many faces. That's one of my favorite things about Zoom, is just to see everyone smiles, and, you know, as people are tuning on and waves. I love it, Angela. That's so cool. Zoom is such a cool platform. I mean, FaceTiming, raising my children, you know, 5 hours away from home is awesome because we get to see each other all the time. But it's so cool to get to see a group of, you know, 40, 50 people all, you know, shining and waving on a Saturday morning. So super cool. So glad you're here. I just want to say welcome. Good morning from OKC, says Emily. Gwen from Texas, Austin, North Carolina, Kansas, Florida. We got a lot of states represented, so that is super, super cool. You'll learn about in a second, but one of my passions is traveling, and I love getting to see all different kinds of places in the world, as I'm sure many of you guys do. So I'm going to switch it over to speaker view and spotlight my video. And I am going to also share slides. So the reason why I spent, you know, probably 7 hours of my time creating these slides is because in the end, I want to give them to you as a gift. I know for me as a learner, I love to go back and take notes. I love to print things out and be able to go back and reference it. And so for that reason, I spent tons of my precious time making these slides so you guys could not only hear the information from me, see the information while you're learning it, but also get to have the resources to save them to your desktop computer or print them out and keep them in a folder. If you ever want to go back and look at the information, some of the things that I talk about today are going to completely stand out to you, and they're going to be like, holy cow, that is so cool. I'm ready to jump on it. And then others might be a different season in your life and business that you actually implement the information. So let me start the screen share as I pull the slides up, and we will hop in and get going. So alrighty, hopefully you guys can see that. Let me make sure that I have my chat box open up now that I'm on screen share. Let's see if I can. For some reason, it's not letting me access the chat on screen share, so I will have to kind of go back and forth, so bear with me, you guys. So let's just start this, and hopefully I can see some people over here on the side, so if you guys can see the slides, and it says 5 ways to monetize your personal brand to 6 figures and beyond, will you wave at me in the screen so I know that you guys can see it clearly? Okay, awesome. Thank you guys so much. Okay, 5 ways to monetize your personal brand to 6 figures and beyond, a free live masterclass that you guys are tuning into today. So thank you for giving me your precious time. I promise that I talk super, super quickly, so there's gonna be tons and tons of information shared in a really, really short period of time. So this is recorded if you need to go back and listen to any of the information or to see the slides again, but let me see how this is going to do. So there's still time to share this Zoom with your friends. So if you want to send out the Zoom link to anybody else that you think would benefit from hearing this information, maybe they have their own business, they're looking to expand their brand, create their brand, launch their personal brand, maybe they want to take their business to the next level, maybe they're dreaming of creating their own online brand, then please, please, please invite them. Share this to your social media or to your Facebook page, your Twitter, or Instagram, or whatever. Invite friends. I would love for them to tune in and get to meet them as well. So you can either send them the meeting ID or the Zoom link. If they're familiar with Zoom, they know how to use either one. And let's just dive in. So as a reminder, just please try to focus and turn off any distractions that you might have over the next few minutes. Close out your email. Don't go to Facebook. As I just told you to go to Facebook and share with your friends, right? But really, truly try to disconnect and focus on the information that I'm going to share with you because it is crucial and it could change your life and business dramatically. So I want you to know what you can expect from this webinar. I know if I'm always going to spend time away from my kids and my family, I want to know that I'm going to get something majorly resourceful out of my time. So one thing that I value more in this world besides my family is time. I think time is valuable and precious, and so I wouldn't want you to spend this time unless I was creating a great amount of value for you. So in the next hour, I'm going to teach you how to make tons of bank with your brand with 5 simple and clear ways that I can help you take the overwhelm out of figuring out, because I've definitely been there as an entrepreneur, desiring to know all this information and trying to figure it out on my own, so you can start, grow, and scale your online business. Creating additional streams of income for families is one of my absolute passions, and I want it to be you. So one of my favorite things to do is help other mompreneurs make more money to create a life of their dreams. So let's get into your brand. Your brand is something that sets you apart from the rest of the world, okay? So let's face it, in today's saturated, oversaturated, social media platforms, there's thousands upon thousands of people online. So what's gonna make you different? What's gonna make you stand out and really capture people's attention, increase sales, to where you can make that extra money? So according to statistics, there's 27 million entrepreneurs in the US alone. That's pretty exciting, right? Hopefully you guys will be one of the 27 million entrepreneurs. 80% of the US population is planning to start their own entrepreneurial venture in the next 3 years, right? So do you want to be first or last to the table to eat? There's still enough abundance and success in business out there for all of you, but definitely now is the time. So just think about the worldwide percentage of entrepreneurs. If that's just in the United States, think about the world alone. And when you take a business online, you can attract clients, you can make sales all around the world, especially with digital products. So we'll talk about that in just a little bit. So here's the thing, 45% of new businesses they only survive their first 5 years. The rest disappear within the thin air and are left behind without ever making a name. Knowing that I started my business at a really young age, I knew this scary, scary statistic, and I knew I was gonna have to absolutely work my butt off, put in a ton of effort, and just make sure that I wasn't one of those statistics that had businesses that failed. So there are businesses that come to this scene that absolutely fascinate the world, and they grow like crazy. I wanna have one of those. How about you guys? So what do you think the difference is? You need to stand out and break through the online noise. That is the biggest difference. In marketing today, in techniques today with your business, the businesses that fail will not know how to stand out online and attract their audience and ideal clients. So how do you do that? So you want to build a personal brand. It sounds pretty simple, but there is more to it. And so we're going to be talking about that a lot today. If you've ever thought to yourself, starting or growing an online business was going to be super hard, or your idea or venture could be replaced by the next latest and greatest thing, that's some reason why some people don't even start. They're like, by the time I start, so many other people will be doing the same thing. my business will fail, right? Well, that's the completely wrong mentality. So yes, you can start growing a successful business. It is difficult. It's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take time. But if you have a really incredible brand, it is going to succeed. It's going to be one of those statistics where it shocks the world, it shows up, and it creates a lot of impact. So this is one of my favorite quotes from Steve Jobs. I'm sure many of you guys know him, the founder and creator of Apple. And he said, your brand is the single most important investment that you can make in your business. I've owned a lot of different businesses, and I can say that is absolutely true. Everyone remembers what he created with Apple. You don't just remember the products. You might not even have an Apple phone, but you remember a brand, a feeling, an emotion, a reason, a mission, and values why he started what he did. So, okay, so you might ask, if there's currently millions and billions of small business owners and entrepreneurs from all over the world trying to create product, services, magical solutions of almost every problem that's ever existed on the earth, why would people need another service? So that's the big question. Do you do something? Do you put yourself out there? Is it possible? Doesn't everybody already have what they need, right? You can Google everything. You can have everything shipped to your doorstep from Amazon. But the truth is, what they don't have is you. What the world needs is you. So there is a lot of information out there. And yes, you can Google everything at your fingertips, but they don't have access to you. Your personality, your experiences, your story, your energy, and your support. That's what people crave. People crave connection. So they don't need you to just promote another idea, product, or service. They need your message behind what your product or service is doing. They need to hear a story behind it, the living, breathing person, the real. You guys, people crave reality TV, and it's not even real. What the world is really craving is for you to be totally real and authentic. The world needs you to be you and show up in a way that only you can give, because you were created one of a kind, and no one else in this world that has ever walked the earth is just like you. The mold was broken whenever you were born, and God doesn't make duplicates. So there's no two people that will ever watch this webinar that have the same story, the same gifts, the same talents, and made up of the exact same thing as you. Right now. So that's what personal branding is all about, and why it gets me super excited to help people do this work. Sorry, you guys, when I talk super fast, my mouth gets dry. So, and for some reason, I'm also getting some little red squigglies on my screen, and I guess it has something to do with my mouse being a marker or something like that, so I don't exactly know how to make those go away. So before we dive in deeper, I want to introduce myself a little bit to you guys. My name is Natalie Sorensen. For those of you guys who haven't met me, I am a success coach and personal branding mentor for women wanting to create more impact in their life, create more influence within their brand and their mission, and create more income for their families. So as a confidence-inducing, profit-boosting success strategist, I've helped hundreds of women in over the last just year and a half around the globe bust the myth that you have to be something that you're not to build a successful personal brand. That's what people are afraid of. Is it something that I can do? And the truth is yes, because you have everything that you already need to do it. You just have to learn the steps and what to do. So I'm definitely a mompreneur. It's one of my favorite words to say, because I busted the myth at a young age that you could run a successful business and you could be a successful entrepreneur and being a loving, attentive mom at the same time. So I'm also a fashion lover and a diehard traveler. Like I said, I pleasure in working in craft projects with my two girls. And if you follow me on Instagram or on Facebook, you'll see me doing that a lot. And I now have another bundle of joy on board, who is also going to be a girl that's going to arrive this September. So I'm super excited about that. But you'll definitely find me splashing at the pool, enjoying sunshine, decorating for cheer parties, and anything that you can go over the top. and hanging out in my Facebook community, the Mompreneur Club. So if you haven't joined that group, I would love for you to. I love pouring into other mompreneurs and really just creating a community of like-minded women that will support each other through raising their families and exploding their businesses. So in the last 12 years, at age 18, I started my own successful beauty salon, turned 100K profit in my first year. I started in a direct sales company and rose to 6 figures in just 1 year. Then I also started an online product-based business with my husband that led to supplying major retailers all throughout the US with a wellness product. And then we went on to make over $500,000 in network marketing. So if you have a background in any of those things, that's where my passion lies. That's where my history is. But let me tell you what I've been working on in the last year. So I've helped hundreds of women take the reins of their life in their own hands, to dream bigger and to believe that they can, to dig deeper, embrace their truth, tell their story to the world, to authentically connect with their audience, to help women sell out their entry to high-level ticket offers, programs, courses, coaching offers, whatever it may be. I've created another multiple 6-figure income for my family through my own personal brand. So I don't know if that excites you at all of the possibilities of what is possible for you, but I truly believe through what I'm about to show you that this can happen for you too. So there's one thing nothing can change my mind on, is that we all deserve to create a life that we love, leave a positive impact on those around us, and have the kind of success that supports the lifestyle that we dream of. Can I get an amen to that statement? I want that for every single one of you listening to this. So just to show you guys some of my past clients that I've worked with through my signature program is Elise Liniger, Wendy Gendro, Stacey Tushel, Joanna Burkhart, Julie Rulli, Cindy Lazinski, Michelle Edwards, Samantha Romans, the list goes on, but a bunch of amazing women that are doing incredible things in the world, that are serving their mission and purpose like nothing I've ever seen. So I count myself very fortunate to be surrounded by such amazing individuals. So you are in the right place if you want to kiss goodbye to self-limiting beliefs, as they have not been serving you, to build a brand that's a natural extension to your personality. It needs to feel and flow, right? It shouldn't be that complicated. Create a huge following of raging fans who don't just listen to you, but they trust you and will do business with you time and time again. That's super important to me. And we want you to gain worldwide exposure by collaborating with peers, getting in front of your influencers, and building a lifetime credibility. That's what I want for your brand. Most definitely you want, if you're starting out with a million ideas running through your head, and maybe you've been in business for a while, or maybe this is something super new to you, but it's something that you deeply crave, whether it's, if you've been in a job or a business that's making money, it might not fuel your passion. You guys, I talked to you about some things in my past that you might look at as an incredible success, but there was still part of my legacy that I needed to build and create. And I knew the only way to move that forward and to make that dream come possible is by launching my personal brand. Didn't really know how I was going to do it. You know, I'd had success in other industries, and just because you found success in one type of business does not mean that the other is going to be lucky and it's going to be a for sure deal. I've had things also fail. I don't like to highlight those on my list of, you know, successes, but I've also had failures. So building a personal brand is, if this is something that you've been wanting to do in the background, or when you hear the word branding, it kind of makes your ears pop up and like, I need to listen to this. I need to figure this out. Like, if this is keeping you up at night thinking, what could I do with my brand that would, you know, increase my income and influence, then I'm glad you're here. So if you've been longing to, you know, face your brand, share your stories, experiences, and message with the world, but you're confused on, if you spend all the time and energy to do that, how the heck would you make money at it? That's a question that I hear from people all the time. This is my calling. I know that this is what I need to do. But if I'm going to spend all that time away from my family, or all that energy or resources or effort, then I kind of would love for it to make money, or could it make money? That's a question that I hear a lot from people. So that's what this masterclass is all about. So I just want to remind you guys to stay to the end. I'm going to be covering a lot of ground in the training, and I'm going to go really fast as you guys see, but I want to encourage you to stick to the end because I'm going to reveal a once in a lifetime opportunity that a select few who are really ready to blow up their online presence by following your passion and to scale your business are going to get the opportunity to see. And I'll also be sharing some cool bonuses for action takers and people who really want to take their business to the next level starting today. And there's going to be a lot of things, some bonuses and some giveaways. But most of all, I'm going to give the opportunity for you guys to get all this information emailed to you afterwards. So stay with me to the very end. I want you to hear all that I have to share. So before we start, I want you to set an intention. It's really important to me that if you're going to spend your time today hanging out with me and learning this, that you have an intention for what your results are going to be from this masterclass. Are you going to listen to this information and just store it away and go, wow, that's exciting, good for Natalie, she must be doing great? Or are you going to decide to implement it into your own business and create a difference? Because the reality is most people here, there's a bunch of people listening to this, the truth is that not a lot of people are going to take action. But what I share could change your business dramatically. It could change your life and impact things for a lifetime and a legacy for generations. But what is the one thing that's going to hold everybody back? Fear. Fear. On the other side of feeling the fear and doing it anyway is when all of your dreams come true, or all your dreams are even possible to come true. So I'm living proof of that. I'm not fearless. I have fear, I feel the fear, and I do it anyways. I got nervous and a little bit scared and jittery getting on this webinar to share this information with you guys, even though I'm incredibly passionate about it and I'm so convicted to share this with the world. But I got nervous, right? So I feel fear. I know that you guys are gonna feel fear. Most people do, but I'm hoping that you will take action because I truly want you to get results. I want you to start doing something about the information that I share. So let's dive in. 5 ways to monetize your personal brand to 6 figures and beyond. Even if you're just getting started, or even if you haven't started yet, then this is for you. So what is a brand? Your brand is what people say about you when no one else is in the room, by Jeff Bezos. It is simple as that. How you make people feel, the truth that you want them to know, and how you want them to remember you, and the solutions that you bring to the table. That's what a brand really is. It's not all the glam. It's not all the visual stuff. It's really, truly as simple as that. So what is branding all about? Because when I talk about a brand, it's different than what I mean by branding. Okay, so if you're wondering what the difference between a business and a brand is, then a brand can be a business, but a business isn't always a brand because the business is how people truly, make people feel and the difference that it makes. And not all businesses do that. They're just business, just exchanging money or services, and they're not really anything deeper than that. So your business is a source of creating products, services, offers, but your brand is the image that your business projects and the kind of emotion that it evokes, the underlying message that it conveys to the world. So how you look, how you speak, how you act is all of your personal brand. So people actually don't spend as much time as they probably should focusing on the personal brand that they're portraying to the world, because everybody is already seeing this and catching on to it. So in the challenge, if any of you guys participated in it, we worked on defining your brand vision and designing your dream life, honing in on your mission, turning it into a captivating brand message, crafting a bold visual brand identity, and standing out in the sea of sameness, finding out what makes your customers light up energetically and attract them with ease, and then getting confident on exactly what you're meant to do to become a leading expert in your industry with a personalized marketing plan. So we've been busy in the Mompreneur Club, really diving into this challenge over the last 5 days. So everyone that's participated has been incredible. I love reading all the answers and everybody and what they're creating, but you can't just work on it for 5 days and then put it on the shelf, right? So what is the next step? What's the next step to the person who, you know, has done that work and they've got clarity on, you know, those things in 5 days? You can't build a whole brand in 5 days. So there's so much more that goes into building that 6-figure and beyond personal brand. And so to build it from scratch, to really learning how to monetize it, I needed to do this masterclass to show you guys a little bit further. In these 5 simple steps, so there's many, many ways that you can monetize your brand, but I'm going to kind of categorize them into 5 general ways just for learning purposes. So the first thing is products. Everybody knows that you can create products or have products, whether they be digital, physical, or whatever, that you can sell to make money. But are you thinking about this in regards to your personal brand? Are you overcomplicating it? Like you have to create an Amazon to make money through your brand. You don't. So there's few people that truly act on creating these products. You might have skills up your sleeve or information that you know available to you that you could create downloadable products that your customers can use or that they can consume on their own pace. However, it is a little bit trickier than you would just think, like, oh, just make a product, throw it out there, everybody's gonna buy it. So you can't just sell anything. You really need to think about it, and you need to create and sell ones that, one, fulfill your passion, truly. I mean, I always line up anything I create with something that I'm incredibly passionate about, and then you have to have a story and a message behind it, something that's really gonna connect with your audience. And then help your audience get to know your personality and have an experience with you in their lives, even if it's just a product. And so I'm going to give you an example of something that I've done later. But when it comes to personal branding, once you have a personal brand, it's not like any other business. You can create anything at any point and monetize it all the time. So I love being creative. I love having the ability to be able to expand and grow and implement ideas that I have readily at my fingertips. So when I started growing my personal brand and creating my platform, it gave me the ability to be able to go to bed wanting to, you know, think of an idea, wake up with an idea, get to work and create it, and have it monetized by the end of the week through just these products. So ideas of what these products could be. So no matter what your industry is, what kind of business you have, whatever your background is, whether it's product-based or service-based, you can create entry-level products, like no-brainer products that people need that actually lead to your higher-end offers. So as we talk about some of the other ways that you can monetize your brand, and it's increasing, you know, your revenue and different streams, just know that products a lot of times are that entry level. So you might sell jewelry or have a clothing line or t-shirts branded, you know, with your, you know, favorite memes or quotes on them. Maybe you design like a wall decal or a sticker that, you know, has your message or mantra on it. And, you know, you're not going to make tons and tons of money with a few of those products, but it is going to create another source of income for you. It is another stream of consistent income that you can market and sell through Facebook and through other kinds of marketing. So whether you're a health coach, business coach, strategist, author, designer, just a mom, right? Like I know people who've created 6-figure income selling a t-shirt that says hot mess, mega success, or, you know, but first coffee, or you know, some of those funny things. So I'm going to give you guys an example. This pineapple necklace that I'm wearing, I don't know if you guys can see it because I'm kind of small, but I started selling these as a part of my brand. I started including the pineapple in my brand. So I found this necklace and I have been selling them over the last, let's say 10 months. No, probably a year. And it's a low priced item. They sell for $14 and it means a lot to me. My pineapple necklace is, you know, it stands for the saying, be tall, wear a crown, or stand tall, wear a crown, be sweet on the inside. But it means so much to me. It means my boldness. It means my courageousness. It's like being unique, standing out, standing apart. All of those things are symbolized when I look in the mirror and see this. My daughters will tell me, you know, when my 6-year-old has a test or something that she's going to do, or her first day of school, she's like, I have to have my pineapple. I have to wear my pineapple, picture day, whatever it is, because it gives her some type of strength or support, or it makes her think of mommy, or it makes her think of being a pineapple and encouraging her to be sweet to her friends and include people in school. I mean, it means so much more than a gold $14 pineapple necklace. But I've had thousands of these bought from my website. It's created a source of income for me because it has my brand story, my message, and my vision of what I want the world to know and see through this little symbol. Okay, so that's an idea of how I've taken a product that most people would think means pineapple necklace, who really cares, right? But people really care. And there's been a lot of kids to create more confidence through wearing the pineapple necklace, through my friends, my clients' clients. And, you know, it started a movement with the pineapple. So, but it's also created a source of income. So here's more ideas. It could be ebooks, guides, e-courses. It could be graphics, copywriting, legal documents. It could be short trainings, tutorials, audios, artwork, photography. It could be essential oils. It could be some type of holistic thing that you use, handmade crafts, jewelry. The possibilities are endless, you guys. Just the other day, I saw a video from a 12-year-old that's created a personal brand selling duct tape wallets that she makes herself. She's made $1,000 in her online business selling duct tape wallets through funnels and creating this marketing plan, and she's 12. Like, that gets me so excited about what's possible for people who are creative or they have different talents that they want to monetize. So whatever your strengths are, maybe it's writing, maybe it's speaking, maybe it's all these things that you want to do. You can create a training on it, create some videos, do whatever, and package those together and sell them to the world. The second thing is one-on-one or done-for-you services. So this is not just for coaches or business coaches. This can be for absolutely anything, and it's a fantastic way to monetize your personal brand. So imagine you having a brand that's true to its core. You share your story, you share your struggles, your experiences, how you've come to do what you're doing now, and you share the behind the scenes, the laughs, the cries, the highs, the lows, the reality, like I was talking about. And now that you've been through it, you come out on the other side, and it's time to help other people share with that same problem or whatever you've been through in any aspect of their life or business or anything truly that you can think of. You can serve in the one-on-one way. So like I said, this is not just for coaches or strategists. This is typically what people think, like one-on-one services would be like counseling or coaching or whatever, but it can be anything. I truly know people who've done many of these things. So this is totally true. I'll vouch that they're making money in their personal brands through doing these things. Home organization, potty training. Just like this week, I saw somebody say, does anybody know a potty training coach or a baby sleep coach? And I was like, oh my goodness, I know so many women in my tribe that are masters at this, and the world is looking for somebody that can do that. So health coaching, money management coaching, sex coaching. A couple months ago, I met a girl at a convention, and she knew me from, you know, seeing my online brand. And she was telling me about her sex coaching business. And I was fascinated by it because, like, I knew that there was people who did that, but hearing about how she attracted clients and the results that people were getting in their marriages and different things like that was incredible. Like, her work was so needed for the world. People needed that. Fitness coaching, relationship coaching, life coaching, sewing, crafting, scrapbooking. I know a friend of mine locally who is she's in the mortgage industry, and she pays somebody to make a scrapbook for her child once every 6 months. And so that's a done-for-you one-on-one service that your brand could offer to the world. Language instructor, it could be copywriting, design, SEO, Facebook ads, in-house chef, meal prep. One of my friends prepares meals. She's a meal prep extraordinaire, and she preps for about 1,300 meals every single week, and people pay her phenomenal money to prep her meals. It could be event managers, realtors, whatever it is. I have a client who has an Etsy shop who's doing super, super well. She's created an incredible income for her family, been able to retire her husband from his military job, and now she's wanting to coach and teach other women how to create a successful Etsy shop themselves, right? So any of these ideas you could use to incorporate in your personal brand, done for you services. So the third one is a membership site. I want to kind of slow down and make sure that you understand this, because this encompasses a lot of different things. Once your personal brand has a pretty decent following, you can go ahead and make mini trainings, resources, checklists, videos, any of those small things, cheat sheets, checklists, worksheets, tutorials, and bam, you can have a membership site. So it's nicely organized content. Instead of it just working with people one-on-one or face-to-face for your time, you allow them to join. They get direct support from you, maybe in a group setting. There's a lot of different ways that you can do this. So membership sites are usually a lower priced offer than like done with you services or one-on-one services. So there's this low barrier entry where you can turn an admirer into a client. And it's an amazing way to create consistent income flow, because typically subscriptions are done on a monthly basis. So you're able to get a lot of people to do a little bit, and it really compounds over time. So there's lots of people who looked at the statistics of, making $1 million a year with a membership site. It's all about taking the price of your membership site and then just magnifying it and making your marketing plan scale and reach other people. So this could also pave the path for you to sell your higher end offers. So I have this specifically in my business, and I had somebody join close to the beginning of the year, my membership site mastermind, and she was paying $100 a month, and she was in it for 1 month. She was ecstatic about the results that she'd seen, what she'd learned from me, hopped on a call with me, and ended up becoming one of my one-on-one clients, which is my highest end offer that I offer. So I'm really glad that I implemented different streams of income, because it's actually a lead generation system for my business. If you serve well and you put out great information in your membership site, then it leads to you working with people in different capacities. So here's some ideas that I want to share with you about what your membership site could look like, or what it could be. It could be 30-day challenges to keep people engaged, like a 30-day blog challenge, or take a photo a day. It could be an article a day. It could be a 30-day video challenge. It could be a 30-day workout challenge, 30-day clean eating challenge, where people will subscribe. This one is just, for those 30 days. But I definitely have some friends who have a 30-day kind of like vegan clean eating challenge, and they've made thousands and thousands of dollars running the challenge. They ended up actually selling it out to another health coach, and now they pay them royalty rights for every single time they run that challenge. They pay it back to them because they're the founders and creators of the challenge. So really cool thing that can happen with your 30-day challenge. Done for you every week, every month, have new done for you services, graphics, content, templates. So if you have a background in like photography or anything like that, there are people who are creating like flat lays or stock images that all they do is create maybe 15 new images per month, and the subscription's like $15 or $20, and they have access to those images to use for their social media or whatever. What a great way to monetize your passions and your talents through done-for-you service subscription offers. So you could also have monthly group coaching where members get together on a live call every month. It's recorded and archived into a membership site where people could go back and resource those tools later on. It could be curated content where members pay for the content packaged up nicely about the topic that they're interested in. So like Facebook marketing strategies or cooking tutorials or health and fitness. whatever your passion or background is, you could curate that into little, you know, little mini courses or whatever. So they're subscribed and you're just downloading a new one of those or incorporating it as you go. And then there's expert advice. Sometimes people will pay to be a part of an expert in a topic, like a group, for example, copywriter tips of, you know, how to write good copy, or fitness experts sharing diet and exercise tips daily, or ADHD child support. One of my clients is going to create a intergroup circle for moms whose kids are going off to college. And it was an incredibly difficult time in her life. And now she's past the, you know, 1.5 year mark of her first out of 4 being off at college. And she wants to help support other moms through that. She's going to have more than enough people to join that group and want her support throughout that period of time. So 4 is live trainings and events. So you're here, right? You're watching this training right now. We have a bunch of people on tuning in, but this is a way that you could monetize your brand. So you could do something similar to this, a live training class, a master class, webinar. You could do a 1 to 2 day live event in your local area or some destination that you thought of. You could have a 3 to 5 day boot camp. And all of these things could help create massive one-on-one connection with your audience. It could establish your authority in the industry or really highlight and shine your expertise. It could help you upsell your offers by sharing, you know, more extensively in detail about what you do. It can help make a great addition to a membership site. So this training that I'm recording right now, I could sell in the future to people, you know, anywhere, but I could also upload it into my membership area or my mastermind. People could access this class, you know, in the future. And then I really truly believe that you have the ability to connect and create that in-person credibility. It can help lead to you ending selling higher end programs, or you can also make a live event a program bonus, like something that I've done, and you'll see more about that soon. So you can either make the training paid from the get-go. I've hosted classes like this that I charged, you know, $47 or something like that. And then I've also done it for free, where somebody can tune in absolutely for free, and I record it, and then I sell it after as a standalone product. So, you know, however many people tuned in live, 50, 60, 70 people tuned in live, I gave away all the information for free, but I actually bundled up the recording and sold it in the future for like $27 or something like that. So that's something that you can do. You can take your live events and then actually put them back into one of your product categories or your membership categories or things like that. So each way that you can monetize your brand can be repurposed and resourced later in the future. So 5 is signature programs. I love this. This is one of my favorite things and ways that I monetize my brand, because it's extensive, it's expensive, it's extraordinary. You can create a signature program that really encapsulates all of your passions, all of the things that you're good at, and is a full experience for somebody to get to be a part of. So it's a course that combines videos, guides, group support, membership site, one-on-one time. So it's kind of a lot of the ways that I serve my community all wrapped into one. So why do we call it signature? Why would I call that my signature program? So it's accumulation of everything that you teach. It's your ultimate mark in the world. It's really what you're known for. And it's your gateway to next level business. It's really kind of your brand's reputation when you get into your signature program. So how do you put one of these together? So I'll show you how I put my signature program together and how I've included, you know, lots of my passions and lots of my skills and lots of my resources that I've created over the last 18 months. But the 5 ways that you monetize your personal brand is just the beginning. So the truth is, chances of you might not have even known about any of these methods, and now you're kind of like, oh my gosh, like, this is so cool. Like, I've never thought about the possibilities of me becoming a potty coach. I mean, it sounds funny, right? But there's a lot of things that you're like, hey, I know how to do that. One of my clients the other day was telling me a client that she was working with was an amazing gardener. And she had this limiting belief that no one would pay to learn how to garden from her. And she was completely wrong, because she started putting it out there, and she's had, you know, a lot of success reaching people who want a garden. They've, you know, killed everything they've ever touched. And, you know, she's this amazing magician when it comes to growing things. So really, truly, whatever it is, I don't want you to think that it has to line up in business. One of the myths that I break through and bust through with clients all the time is that you have to teach people how to make money to make money. And that's not true. People are paying every single day for knowing how to do something that they don't know how to do. And it might have been a God-given ability, natural thing that you do. So one thing that I've always loved, and I've had a natural gift of doing, is like styling photo shoots and loving fashion. And I would never, ever, ever hire someone to do my makeup, do my hair, tell me what to wear, tell me where I should take my family's photo shoot, ever. Like, that's something that I'm born with. Like, it's just comes to me naturally. But I have clients that beg me to come to Dallas, for me to style their photo shoots, for me to, you know, pick out their outfits and tell them what to wear for their brand, because of the images that I've created in my brand. So just know that some of the things that God's blessed you with, and some of the talents and resources that you have, you undervalue them because you're used to having them, because you live with you and you don't think, well, that's not that big of a deal, or I'm sure everybody knows how to do that. And it's absolutely not true. So what are the 4 things that are keeping you from creating a 6-figure brand? One is being unclear on your vision or mission that guides you. You have innumerable ideas. You have stories in your head. When you thought of stuff, when I went through those 5 categories, you were like, I'm really passionate about some of them. I could really do this. But you're either already making good money in your business, or you're kind of okay or happy with your job, or maybe you're separated and you're like, I used to be that. Like, when I kind of shifted from running a successful salon and like always being fashionable and always being in, always knowing what was going on in media, to being a stay-at-home mom, I was like, I don't really know if like I have that anymore. Like, I had it, but maybe I'm a has-been. And so sometimes we have limiting beliefs in our head of like, well, I used to be that, but I don't know if I am now. So that might be how you're feeling. Or maybe you feel like you're already running a business, or you're already doing a lot. And so when would you have time? When would you squeeze in another thing? Or when would you have the ability to kind of turn off all the things that you're doing and be able to just create? So maybe you feel like you've hit a ceiling, or you wish that you could duplicate yourself. Could I get an amen for that? If you could like have a mini me, and then there was 2 of you and you could attack the world together. I can feel you. I've felt that, and I think that a lot. So you totally lack the bigger picture. You have to think bigger than just today, or just your overwhelms that you might be experiencing now. So what is the difference in your vision for your life and business? And what is your mission? And why are you on earth to make a difference? And I was really challenged about 18 months ago from my pastor when he was like, define your purpose. And I'm like, whoo, that was hard, because my current reality and all the time that I was spending in my current business at that time, I didn't want to say that that was fulfilling my purpose. Like, my purpose was why I was born, why God put me on this earth, and what did he give me to change the world, and how am I going to leave it a different place than when I got here? And when I really thought about that question, I was like, okay, I need to define that. I need to truly define my purpose and see what action I can be taking on a daily basis to create impact with that. So the second thing that I think keeps people from creating a 6-figure brand is no personality, no story, no connection. You know the story that's living way deep inside of your heart, the one that keeps knocking for you to come out, it keeps whispering, please tell it, and you keep telling that fear, like, shut up, I'm scared. I'm scared about what people are going to think. I'm scared about the truth being heard. No one cares. I mean, all of these things. But the truth is the world needs to hear it. Apart from sharing your story, you have to add personality to every single thing that you do. What are some of your personality traits? What lights you up? What keeps you going? What makes you mad? What are your core beliefs? What are your values? Share it with the world. I have my clients sometimes come to me saying, Natalie, you're totally an extrovert and I'm an introvert. I don't care. Your introverted self has a story and it has mission and purpose and value. And you know what? There's a lot of other introverts in the world that need you to speak up and it needs you to shine, because they're only going to associate and only going to really hear it and get it from you, because they're going to identify with you. So there's different ways that you can do that. I have some of my clients who are introverts, they start blogs and they start sharing their message and getting their story out there, and they're selling their services through getting that out there that way. For me, the thought of sitting down and writing like 6 blog posts makes me like want to go eat a cheeseburger and, you know, just go hang out with my kids. Like, I don't want to go write 6 blogs. I would love to do 6 videos though, sharing people how to do something. So you've got to find what really works for you, so it's not bland and boring and you're really sparkling with whatever your personality is. So no personality, no story in your business equals no connection with your audience, no exceptions. Which you don't, if you don't have connection with your audience, you don't have sales, you don't have a following, and ultimately you don't have a brand that's creating a lot of impact. So number 3 is self-limiting beliefs. You hear me kind of repeating myself a little bit, because these are the things that are holding people back from doing this. So let me ask you a question. Are your self-limiting beliefs serving you? Are they making you money? Are they making your family's dreams come true? The fear of judgment, fear of failure, analysis paralysis, idea overwhelm, confusion, I can't afford it, I'm not cut out for this. Maybe when I lose weight, maybe when my baby's older, I can't afford it, I don't think that I'm at that stage in my business, I'm not there yet, I need to keep learning, I'm almost ready. All of that stuff are beliefs that don't help you create the life that you deeply desire. So are these helping you design the dream life for your family? Are they making you the money that you're dreaming of or that you're hoping for? No. And we think that it's us staying in our comfort zone and that that's a really nice, cozy, happy place to be. But nothing ever grows there. Nothing ever magical happens there. We want to hit 6 figures. We want to take our business to multiple 6 figures. We want to, you know, rid ourselves of those limiting beliefs. And we have to own our own brilliance. Who's with me on that? Okay, 4. This is probably the big one. The big one when people are like, yes, Natalie, I'm with you. Destroy the limiting beliefs. Get over the fear. Put yourself out there. I'm ready. I'm ready to make money. I'm ready to do it. And then you wake up tomorrow and you're like, I have a headache. Or the little one has fever. Or I have a bladder infection. Or my husband just was a jerk on his way out the door, or whatever it is that happens to us. So accountability, a support system is sometimes what it's all about. You know, to create nonstop drive, everlasting determination, relentless dedication. Those are all things that we want to say we have, but the truth is that we're all human. We all have our own rationalizations or reasons that take us off course not to chase what we want to accomplish. So I want you to be bold. I want you to be brave. I want you to be beautiful, resilient, and I want you to do everything in your power because you truly want this and you want it really bad, right? So what is the thing that you're lacking? That support system, that person that's saying, wait, you said you were going to be here. You said you were going to show up. You said you were going to put that course out. Go live on that website. You press that button right now, no matter how scared you are. That is definitely what a lot of my clients are looking for. So somebody to be by your side, somebody to guide you, somebody to cheer you on, somebody to celebrate with you, somebody to just say, like, I felt it. It's freaking scary. Do it anyways. Like, I felt the fear and did it anyways. And then somebody really truly to keep you accountable. So what if what if somebody could be many of those someones, and all of those things could be compiled into one thing, where they would have a unique perspective, an experience, an expertise, kind of like been there, done that, got the t-shirt, or maybe the war wounds or the scars. Anyone that has been through it can definitely cheer you on. Do you think that that would help? Would it help to have somebody by your side? I know that if right now I was going to go run the Mutter Trucker or whatever it's called, which I totally wouldn't because I'm like 4 months pregnant. But if I did, I know exactly who I would call, because one of my husband's friends, him and his wife do these all the time. And if I were to ever actually do one, I would want to call them, and I would want them to tell me how they trained. I would want to follow it, and then I would want to show up and do the race with them. I have no idea how that big red line just got there. How weird. Let's see if I can make it go away. That is so strange. Ah! Now I'm messing all kinds of things up. I don't know. Sorry, you guys. Oh, it's up here. Mouse. Clear. Oh! I've yet to ever do a whole training and it be flawless. So you guys know I'm not perfect. There you go. Okay. It like almost lets me clear it, and then clear all drawing. Woo! I got it. How cool. Okay. Thanks for bearing with me, you guys. Little things like that would just drive me crazy. So, okay, just take a minute and think, how different would your life be if you could turn your dreams and your vision into your true life and business, that you were to manifest these things that you want, if you were to uncover your strengths, push through your weaknesses, and become unstoppable, have an audience that truly and deeply relates to you by you sharing your story and being authentic and sharing experiences and expertises that you have, engage with people in a non-sleazy, pushy way that increase your reach and generate ideal leads, and with less effort, using the best strategies out there. Think about how it would feel if you got into bed every night knowing that you're living your best life and you're living your life on purpose to the fullest while being paid phenomenal money to do so. This is what I was craving 18 months ago, when a lot of the world would have said, Natalie, you have a successful business. You're doing really good. What the heck are you doing? And kind of my family, my husband, everybody was like, don't really know why you're shifting gears. What are you trying to get yourself into? My dad actually said to me, what are you going to be, the next John C. Maxwell? And he didn't mean it to put me down. He just was like, what the heck are you trying to do? Like, that's big, you know, like you're going to be a coach and you're going to like change the world. Like, he's always told me you could do anything, but even that was like a little bit too big of a reach for him to understand at the time. So this is an entrepreneurial dream, is being able to live your life on purpose, getting paid phenomenal money for it. That was always my goal ever since I was a little girl. I want to be in business. I want to do what I love and get paid to do it. And so I'm still here living proof, saying that that's possible, and that this is not just a dream that you have to have. It could be closer than you think. So the best part is you don't have to have a $10,000 web designer. You don't have to have a copywriter that you pay $1 million to. You don't have to hire a Facebook ad expert or have a social media strategist. You don't need to worry about paying for crazy, crazy high-end photo shoots. You don't ever even need to bounce around and try to search for the perfect support system. You just have to make the transition now where you're at in your business, even if you're brand new. So all you need is a deep desire, a sheer willpower, a drive to embrace your potential and create a shift for yourself. Take action and create something for your clients that they're waiting for. So I'm crazy excited to announce Born to Stand Out 2.0. It's a simple, proven, complete coaching program that I've created for entrepreneurs to truly stand out in the marketplace, to live their dream life by leveraging their gifts, talents, expertise, and turning it into cash-creating personal brands. I'm obsessed with it, as you guys can tell. This exclusive coaching program is like none other. It will help you develop your personal brand, launch your coaching business, if that's what your choice is, and to step-by-step practical process to monetize it using sales strategies that I've proven in my own business that will turn your business into a powerhouse that fuels higher purpose, amen, to where you really get into bed at night feeling fulfilled and it generates higher profits. So I'm gonna walk you through the core modules of B2SO really quickly so you can see what I do more of. So here's the core content. Module 1 is discover your higher abilities, a proven system to finding out your coaching niche. Set yourself up for success from the get-go, a money mindset makeover, and if you don't know what that is, just say yes to it because you'll definitely want that. A number 1 step of your business that you can't have without success, and a little known sold out offer formula. Module 2 is soulfully branded, a 3-step framework to humanize your brand, a chic style statement, mastering the art of communication and storytelling, income generation strategies to add money to the bank, and systems made easy, all about running your online business and the systems that I use. Module 4 is effective lead generation and communication, the tried and tested framework to know your numbers, effective lead generation strategy, and high value community building trainings. Kick writers walk to the curb to become a content writing machine, and non-paid advertising and PR. Module 5 is infinite sales, the art of sales mastery, becoming a master closer, sales strategy for high converting Facebook ads, cash creating email campaigns, and instant cash infusion strategies. Module 6 is launch with intention, money boosting collaborations, your unique brand imprint, and the grand finale, launching your offer, slapping up websites, landing pages, getting people to start buying from you. Module 7 is sustainable expansion, momentum retention strategy, course writing 101, membership sites, and how to leverage them. So we also have some bonuses. We have weeks built into the 4-month program with implementation calls, and strategies where I'll screen share and show you how I build some of the things that I do. But let's go through the bonuses. The bonuses are to help you build a legacy for years to come. And I'm really crazy excited about these personally. So the first bonus I've added is a live event here in Dallas, Texas. I'm going to be really, really pregnant. So I'm going to be probably waddling by then. But it's a special invitation to come to Dallas for a 2-day event where we'll meet all the beautiful ladies in the Born to Stand Out program face-to-face for serious bonding, lifelong connections, and inspiration, strategy, growth like never before. This is something that's highly, highly begged of me when I'm running any course or program. When you build these incredible relationships within, a 4-month period of time or this close-knit community. I've even had 6-week programs that I've run where people are like, please, can we get together? Can we all come to Dallas? Can we go somewhere? And so me including this bonus, I just had to squeeze it in, even though I was going to be, pushing the date of me being able to, speak and, host something as incredible as this. But I decided that it wouldn't be the same without it, and I would miss it a ton. So bonus 2 is photo glam, having your pictures taken like you're on the cover of Forbes, planning outfits, makeup, hair, accessories, all the things that I told you that I love to do. That I probably wouldn't pay for, but that all my clients are begging to have me help them with. And then bonus number 3, the 3 mindset calls. I'm a huge believer in law of attraction and being a master manifester. And I know that creating and launching something like this can be incredibly hard, and you need mindset support. You have moments of doubt, you have times fear creeps in, overwhelm, all that stuff. So I want to support you guys through that. And then there's the copywriting bonus from my amazing copywriter, where she's going to go through copywriting 101 and teaching you, kind of all the basics of writing words that actually convert and sell, which is a big deal in your online business. Then there's going to be bonus number 5, which is a DIY web design tutorial, comprehensive step-by-step how to design an eye-catching website where you don't need to pay thousands of dollars to a designer and all of that stuff. So I do a ton of my own design work myself. And, it saves me a lot of money in my business, but I love being able to teach other clients how they can do it too. Outsourcing is always an option, but I love to know how to do it myself, even in a crunch, even if I was outsourcing it, to know that I actually know what's going on in my back end, or I know how to change something on my website if I need to. So bonus number 6 is legal masterclass, how to cover yourself legally in your online business and kind of contracts and systems and things like that. And then bonus 7 is a copywriting hot seat, where you're going to get the opportunity actually to get to live work with my copywriter on some of your work. So just the bonuses alone are valued over $7,480. Just the bonuses, that's not including the course content. So what are my class clients saying? So I just want to go over this really quickly because I think it builds, the question that you're asking yourself is, this sounds really amazing, but is it really? Wendy says, seriously, just the awareness. I'm so amazed, so thankful, so grateful, so blessed. Born to Stand Out group is amazing. Tori says, I'm blown away with the amount of excellence and purpose and Born to Stand Out group. I feel so blessed to be surrounded by powerhouse women every day who seriously have hearts of gold. They light me up and it feels like family. The modules have given me intense clarity on what I need to offer, who I want to offer it to. They've helped me define my dreams, purpose, and align them so I can create something stand out. Natalie has helped me a ton to help take off all the ideas and create action steps. I love watching everyone's business boom and seeing all the lights go up. I genuinely happy for my B2SO sisters and can't wait to be cheering on for all the launches of these new businesses and brands. B2SO is magic. I could rave all day. Kristen says, B2SO is seriously rocking my life and my passion is flowing like fire. I swear 3 months ago I was on the verge of giving up on my business because I was going through all the emotions and I wasn't passionate and it was hard even to get out of bed in the morning. The group makes me feel ignited and Tuesdays are amazing after hearing all of the ladies on the call. I love this tribe. And Cindy says, thank you, Natalie, for always giving us the amazing tools to build an outstanding brand that's 100% plugged into our hearts. And it's been such a blessing getting to know you and dream big with you. Your fire and passion for life is so contagious. So those are some of the people who were in B2SO, the original group, who've now kind of graduated and they're alumni of the program. Okay, so as you guys can see, Born to Stand Out is jam-packed with valuable content that will help you create your unique personal brand, stand out from the crowd, create a legacy. And so now the question is, what's Born to Stand Out going to cost me, right? Like, okay, I kind of want to know like the real thing, right? So I want to give it to you straight up. The investment for Born to Stand Out isn't cheap, but you know what it is? It is worth it. It's a high-end, strategically developed, high effective system that will give you results, which obviously makes it priceless because all the information in the world at any price won't be valuable if you don't implement it and take action on it. And so let me show you the options of the investment. So there's 2 different ways that you can enroll into the program. There's the VIP package and the standard package. I'm going to go through everything that the VIP package includes and then tell you what isn't included in the standard package. So one is the core brand modules, the 7 modules, 5 high value, never before revealed bonuses, 7 intensive Q&A coaching calls. Those are 90 minutes long. And then there's 5 implementation calls that are 2 hours long. Then there's 3 bonus mindset calls. And then there's an entire week reserved for action implementation weeks throughout the program. There's surprise trainings, challenges, prizes within the program. Then there's an entire brand and launch review week, lifetime access to the membership site, highly engaged Facebook community. This is one of my favorite things. There's already women enrolled into the program. I believe that there's 14 in the program as of now, and they are so excited for the program to start. And what I'm excited about is the relationships and the support and the community that's going to be built within there. So in the VIP package, you also get one 90-minute one-on-one intensive session with me prior to the program starting. You also get 4 60-minute monthly private calls where we can look into your business, offer you feedback personally to keep you on track through the program. And then we also have one 60-minute wrap-up call to help map out your 90 days after Born to Stand Out. You'll have full access to my behind-the-scenes 6-figure launch strategy and what's worked in my business. That's the VIP package. The only thing that's not included in the standard package is those one-on-one calls. So the intensive, the 60-minute private sessions with me monthly, but all the other is included in the standard package. So it even gets a little bit better for all of you guys tuning in. For the next 48 hours, you're going to save $500 when you enroll on either package, either VIP or standard. So clock's ticking now to start on that early bird discount to save. So imagine I designed the program for you to get access and guidance, information, all the trainings that I could provide you with to help you build your personal brand without having to make all the other high-end investments. So, you know, looking for this and hiring this. I made a huge mistake when I started my brand and paid a lot of money to this designer to build a website, and I didn't even know what I wanted it to say. I didn't have my message, my story created. I didn't know what copy was. I didn't know what my homepage needed or my about page needed and all that kind of stuff, and it was a complete mess and ultimately a waste of money because he was frustrated with me and I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing, and it's because you know, I wasn't really clear on it. So I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to make mistakes, waste any type of resources. I want you to take action, implement things that I teach you, and then start to see results in your business and make as much money as you can. So the $500 early bird bonus special is for the next 48 hours. The regular package, there's limited spaces left, and the VIP package, there's only 2. So if you want that specialized attention, that one-on-one time, that's something that I always have clients ask me for. So I've made it available. There's only a couple of spots left if that has your name on it. For the VIP package, you have to apply. So when I share the link of the page for you to go and register, you can check out for the regular package, but for the VIP package, you have to apply and book a call with me. And we just want to make sure that you're a good fit for the VIP package and that program is the right thing for you. So there's also payment plans available because I want to make it easy for you to be able to say yes and start this journey. Like I said, I wanted people to take action and move forward starting today. So I want to eliminate all of the, you know, scare of, you know, how will I do it or how will I figure it out? I truly believe in the power of the program and I want to stand behind it and offer it, you know, as easy as I can to as many people as I can. So Born to Stand Out VIP, here's the price paid in full, then the standard paid in full, and then the 4 monthly payments of the VIP installments, and then the Born to Stand Out regular installments of monthly payments. So that would just run. So basically it saves you $400 to pay in full. So there is a perk to paying in full, but then also the payments are available if that's something that, you know, is going to work out best for your family. So I want to recap who the program is for specifically. So Born to Stand Out is for entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants, marketers, business owners of any kind who are in service-based or product-based businesses who have a dream to take their passion and their dreams to follow through on a bigger scale. So who is the program not for? Anyone who's not serious about growing a solid, profitable personal brand online and instead is just looking for something easy, something get rich quick, or some kind of scheme where Natalie Sorensen is going to wave a wand and money's going to start falling from the sky. Because that's not going to happen. The program's not for you if that's what you're looking for. I want to equip you with the knowledge to create a business yourself that you're completely lit up and jazzed about and that you're really proud of. So now how to proceed. So here's the link where you can go to register for Born to Stand Out, read over all the information that I've already shared with you today. It's nataliesorensen.com/B2SO. A lot of us will refer to Born to Stand Out in short form, which is B2SO. And so that is the link that you can go to check out all the information and register for the program, because you were born to stand out. So no matter what, start using the hashtag Born to Stand Out, because I want you to start standing out in your personal brand regardless. So let me ask you, who here on live right now wants to build a 6-figure personal brand? Post yes in the comments if that's you. For some reason, it's not allowing me to get my Ariel says she raised hand. So, oh, wow. Okay, so I was trying to, y'all are raising hands. So I know that there's people saying, heck yes, I want to build a personal brand. And I'm so glad. That means that I attracted amazing, like I have no idea how that would happen. I didn't even touch anything. So crazy. This is having some problems. Clear. All drawing. Okay. Maybe I have it set up where other people can draw on it or something, because I don't know how it would even do that. So I'm super excited for those of you who are like, I, like you, want to really create a 6-figure personal brand. I want to, live in my purpose, step into my power, take things that God has given me and turn them into an incredible stream of income for my family. So here's where we can ask questions. I'm going to take the screen share off so I can for sure see the comments, because I do want you guys to be able to ask any questions that you have for me. I'm so excited to start B2SO. Michelle says, a lot of people saying yes, heck yes, 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 I want a 6-figure brand. So that is really cool and definitely gets me excited. There are a couple of people unmuted, sorry. Maybe they hopped on after I had already unmuted it. I couldn't hear it because I was busy jabbing. I apologize, you guys. Ariel says the program sounds amazing. Rohana's already one of the B2SO 2.0 participants, so I'm so glad she joined. There's already really, truly an incredible women a part of the program. So like I said, that truly is one of the greatest gifts of any coaching program or any group thing I've ever been a part of, is the relationships that I build along the way. I still text back and forth with a girl that I was in a course with 18 months ago. And we just, like brush stuff by each other, ask questions or ask for feedback. And it's really, really so incredible. So Emily says, working on manifesting the money for the programs. It will happen. Absolutely, I will. I totally trust in the power of setting that intention, being the woman that's like, I am going to find a way. I know that my family needs me, or I know that my life and my future needs me to step up and figure it out. I've been there before, and I'm so grateful. I've started multiple businesses when I was talking about all of the success that I've created out of desperate need. Like, I'm not going to go back and get a job. I didn't go to college. I wouldn't be able to go get that great a job if I tried. So I've had to stick to my path as an entrepreneur, and I've had to trust in, my journey, and that it's going to be fulfilled. And it has not always been easy. There's been times where, the credit card was the only way that I could make the investment happen. And like I said, we made over $500,000 in network marketing, and it was $1,000 to sign up, and I put it on a credit card. I didn't have $200 extra, in my budget to make that. And I always look back and think, what if I hadn't have? What if I hadn't have taken that leap of faith? What if fear had kept me stuck? It would have just been, it would have been a totally, totally different result in my life. So Michelle said, I want to be a part of this. I totally believe God will provide. Have to jump off. Awesome, Michelle. Thank you so much. Clear intention, I don't know how yet, but I will do this course. Awesome, I cannot wait. So let me, I don't think anybody else has any questions, so let's just wrap this up. I'm gonna go back to screen share and I just have a couple more slides to share with you guys. Oh, I love it. Can't wait for B2SO. It is game time. Oh, she actually has a baseball game. Michelle has a baseball game for her son. I was thinking she meant B2SO, it's game time. It is game time in B2SO too. So one question that you might have is, when is the program kicking off, or how long do I have to register? So you have 48 hours for the bonus offer that I've shared, but you have until April 1st to register for the program. So there's only a few days beyond the early bird offer for you to enroll into the program. And so that's probably a question that many of you guys have, and it actually isn't on the website for you guys to see. So let me hop back onto screen share and we will wrap this up really quickly, you guys. All right. Okay, so I want to give everyone access to the copy of these slides, all the trainings about ways that you can monetize your brand. So post in the comment your email address so I can have my team send you out the slide deck of all 80 amazing slides of this training to where you can resource it in the future. That is my gift to everyone who's joined us live today. So I want to personally help you create the life and business of your dreams. I want to invite you one last time to join us and other entrepreneurs, small business owners who have said yes to building personal brands and living out their dreams. So the cart is officially open now. Yay! You guys see this picture behind me, B2SO. This is definitely a celebration moment. There's a lot that goes in behind the scenes with a lot of effort and time and strategy put into putting something like this together. So I want to mention one last thing before we go. I have a final bonus for you. I think that that's what it is. It's set up where other people can mark on it. So let's just forget it. We're probably all moms and we have color or marker on many things in our house that we don't want. Okay, so the final bonus is if you enroll by 12, I think, I thought I had it written right behind it. So 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. So if you enroll into B2SO and register today, I'm gonna also add in a private free coaching session with me as well. So this is my family and my pineapples in my tribe, the most important thing to me. And so I'm really excited about this bonus offer. I want to leave you with one thought. In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take, the relationships that we were afraid to have, and the decisions that we waited too long to make. I live by this. I have found myself as an entrepreneur over the last 13 years, it's very difficult to make decisions, especially financial decisions or something that was going to affect my business dramatically. It was really hard for me. And I used to take a lot of time and mull it over and miss opportunities because of being afraid to make a mistake. And my husband and my dad are big encouragers of me to take action and move forward. But my dad once told me, you will never, ever be that great of an entrepreneur or that successful if you don't mess up, because that's the only way that you'll ever know and learn. So as a pattern, I've tried to start making decisions quickly, and a mentor of mine told me, successful people make decisions quickly. Successful people make decisions quickly. And I have had to retrain my mind to do so. So therefore, I've put in some incentives for you to, model your life and your business and your decision-making after how I try to. I just breathe into my intuition. If I get really excited and I'm feeling, really optimistic and I cannot wait and something feels so good and exciting, even though there's fear and even though there's uncertainty, I'm like, this is something that I know I need to do. And then I just take action quickly. So if it's not for you and you're not getting the feeling like this could, be something of benefit for you, then don't join. I don't want that. But if you are excited about it and you feel like you would regret a chance that you didn't take to change your life and your business, then I want you to make a decision quickly. And so that's why I put in some of the bonus offers and the early birds and the savings of money, because it makes it a little bit easier, right, to make those decisions that we need to for our life and business. So with that all said, I want to just say thank you so much for your time and see you in Dallas. And you'll be seeing me very, very round and warm. So just so you know, you'll want to bring sleeveless. If any of you from the north will be coming to Dallas in June, it will be really, really, really hot. And if you don't know what humidity is, you'll find out really soon. So I just want to say thank you guys for joining today and tuning in to this training. I just want to thank you a lot. I see a lot of people's emails being shared, but I don't think that this is everybody. So if you haven't popped your email into the chat, I want to encourage you to do so. I'll email all the slides to you. I want to say welcome to people who are joining us in B2SO. I cannot wait to work with you. It's going to be tons and tons of fun. And if B2SO is not for you right now, join us in the Mompreneur Club. Come hang out. I'm always adding information and helping people with life and business and to really step into their power and their purpose. But I have the #1 question that I get asked in that group is branding. I want your brand. How do you do it, Natalie? Teach me how to do this. Teach me how to do that. And so that's why Born to Stand Out is my signature program. So I hope that you guys go figure out what your signature program is going to be and how you're going to show up in the world and serve with all of your gifts and talents. Hope you guys all have a beautiful day. I get to race off to tumbling lessons with my little girls, which is what I do often. So I hope you guys all have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. You can reach out to me if there's a question that you want to ask me privately. You can send me an inbox message on Facebook, or you can send me an email at natalie@nataliesorensen.com. Make sure that you spell my last name Sorensen, because almost everyone in the whole world spells it wrong. So Sorensen sounds like it would be spelled with a sun, but it's S-E-N at the end. So Liza, thank you so much. This is my favorite lipstick in the world, and you'll probably be seeing me in it all the time because I love it. So thanks so much, you guys. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you all soon. I really freaking killed it.
You did. That was amazing. Amazing!
Good job, Mommy.
Thanks, baby.
I want to see. Can I see?